In 2012, the spring of 2012, I was studying for a license and doctorate in sacred theology at the Dominican House of Studies, which is right across the street from Catholic University in Washington, D.C. It's probably the best Thomistic school in the country. And a year later, in the summer of 2013, I was working at Olive Garden. That's how quickly things change. And I want to tell you something right now. Someone mentioned yesterday, I think it might have been Father Maudsley, about young people spending time, I think Father mentioned jail or something like that, and a monastery. And I could tell you this right now, all of our young people, you want to turn America around, okay, have them do 6 weeks of boot camp with the Marines. Have them serve in a restaurant, especially Olive Garden, especially during unlimited pasta, for 6 months, and then let them spend a year in a monastery. You'll be amazed how that will help the young people in their teens and their 20s. I think they call themselves Zoomers now, to become better people, because it's quite humbling when you're a server and bartender, when you can't talk back. And when they can get upset. And it doesn't happen, actually. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen, and sometimes it catches you off guard. And it was a reminder to me that while I am a priest, I was ordained to be a deacon as well, to serve at table, and I'm just as much a deacon today as I was when I was first ordained a deacon. But these are some of the things that priests that have been canceled have to do, and I think I've had it pretty lucky. I was able to move in with my father. I became his full-time caregiver, and I was able to grow in my relationship with my father, my biological father, and I was also to take care of him and to be there when he passed away, and he passed away 1 year ago, November 1st. He passed away on All Saints. He was not a Catholic. My father married a beautiful Italian-Polish girl from Chicago Heights. My father is and was very waspish and very proud of that, being a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. And he very much admired the Catholic faith, but after they canceled me, it was very hard for him to come into the church. And as many of you know, sometimes the hardest people to evangelize is our relatives. It's very hard to do that sometimes, even for priests. But he was always very respectful and always very proud, despite the fact at times I was working at Olive Garden, that I was a priest. And the reason for that is that he was able, when I was in active ministry, to meet parishioners. And he always liked to tell the story that one of my first assignment, a woman came up crying for what I did for her and for her kids, especially for her eldest son, as a priest, and that had a very startling effect on my father. And it's a reminder to all of us here of the importance of the priesthood. The priesthood is under attack. And some might say that the priesthood has always been under attack, but what's very interesting about now is that it's being attacked by the people that should be protecting it the most, which is the episcopacy, which are the bishops.